We've really come a long way, haven't we? And I know it's a cliche to say that because it applies to a lot of different things, and it's a cliche to even say it's a cliche, but I'm talking about in this case, well, two instances. Think back to one of the first videos I ever did where I reviewed some LCD pinball game type thing. It was, black and white LCD pinball electronic handheld thing. It was about as good as you imagine it was. But that was 30 years after the thing we're going to look at today, because the thing we're going to look at today is actually from the year 1979, and it's a little bit special as well, which we'll see shortly after we open it. It is Parker Brothers' Wildfire. So this thing is almost 50 freaking years old. 50 years old. I can't believe it. So, yeah, this came out in 79. I think I said that like 3 times right now, but that's okay. And the bottom of the box doesn't quite fit in frame, but you could rotate your device of choice that you're watching this on. Oh, no, we are going to have to... There we go. Well, at least now the whole thing's in frame. There you go. Put real pinball excitement in the palm of your hand. Now, I know this is corny to see this stuff on the back of the box, like, real pinball action, real sound effects. But remember, this was 1979. There wasn't much to compare it to. Space Invaders came out very recently. Pong had been out for a little bit. Pac-Man didn't exist yet. There was no Galaga. I don't even think there was Galaxian yet. So there wasn't much to compare it to. And what, the Atari 2600 just came out? And, yeah, that had a pinball game, but... maybe for another video. But yeah, so this was the 1979 portable on-the-go attempt that sounds and plays like the real thing. And did we really? Yeah, I mean, we looked at it enough. Yeah, it's a full-fledged pinball game. It's very impressive. Limited warranty, yeah. 6 AA batteries for it. Let's go ahead and open it. Yoink. So here's the instructions. I'll come back to that in a sec. So what makes this unique? It's that scribble. Well, what scribble is that? That's actually, I bought it like this. That is the signature of Garry Kitchen, Garry with 2 R's. He designed this handheld game, and he also went on to do a couple other things. Like, he worked for Activision, but then he left there to co-found Absolute Entertainment, and he did that with a couple other ex-Activision people. He programmed Donkey Kong on the Atari 2600 for Coleco. He also programmed the Simpsons games for the NES. Yeah, but, let's come back to the pinball. Look at that, Styrofoam. You don't see that anymore, right? It's in pretty good shape. See, it just shows how they don't degrade. That's not mine. But it's 50 years old at this point, probably, so I'm not too worried about it. So let's look at the instructions, because this is, like I said, this is a full-fledged pinball game. It's got rules and an order of operations to do things, if you will, like most pinball games do. Like, first, get into that thing, and then after you've done that, get into that thing. And, the lights light up, do the thing. But there are a few twists, because, yeah, this is an LCD game, or LED. It's a little red light, little red light moves around, it simulates movement. It kind of gets the job done, but I do like the display, though. I'll show you. It's one of those vacuum tube displays you see on old calculators and old alarm clocks from like 50 years ago. You'll know it when you see it. One thing I really don't like about the rules in this game is you can't spam the flipper buttons too much. Now, I see why they did that, because then you could just cheese it, right? You could just sit there and just flipper, and you would never lose. The ball would just always stay in play. So if you hit any flipper button more than 2 times in a second, it automatically goes into tilt mode where the flippers are disabled and you lose your ball. It's way more annoying than it sounds, because you really have to think about your movements. It really should have been 3, maybe 4 per second, but not 2. 2 is, you get a lot of accidental tilts. I tried. You do get 5 balls to play with, though, instead of 3, so it's not as bad. Although I do feel like every time I play, well, most of the time, it always ends up in that kicker shoot, and it doesn't have the kicker activated, so I lose the ball. I swear it goes in there all the time. But I will show that more as we do it. Scoring, you could read more of this if you like. But yeah, it's a full-fledged score system, and troubleshooting about technical information about the batteries. And again, I know it sounds corny to say all these things, like the electronic circuitry is very delicate. Never take it apart. Don't get it wet. Yeah, it seems mundane now, but back then this was new stuff. You didn't have, what's this? You don't know what that is. Where's my deck of playing cards and my Magnavox Odyssey? I don't know. Was the Odyssey? I think it was. Battery. They recommend, use an alkaline. You can use a 9-volt adapter. If you wanted to, you could send away $8.95 to their PO box there, or use the convenient order form provided, which I didn't get an order form, but I got Garry Kitchen to sign it. Such cool. This does have one. I was gonna say minor ouchie, but I guess it's pretty major, huh? That piece of plastic is entirely missing, and I thought I heard plastic rattling in there. I don't. It's just the plastic creaking. So, all right. It seems like maybe coming apart a little bit there, but it does work. So I figure as long as I keep it in the box, we'll be good. So let's get this thing fired up. If I remember right. All right, so there's the jack for AC adapter, and the switch it's a 3-way switch, so it's off, low volume, and high volume. There's no option for off. 6 AA batteries going. Electronic product. Do not drop. Look how just old that sticker looks. It's great. I kind of wanted to maybe get a peek at the insides for the video, take the screws apart, and I don't know, especially with the vacuum tube display, like, yeah, I don't know if I want to get too close in the inside. It's working. Let's leave it like that, Yeah, you could tell it's one of those vacuum displays because in person there is no flicker at all. Yeah, I'm looking at it, not in the viewfinder. There's no flicker. Definitely visible in there, though. Plus, it's like really recessed in. Do we have a dirty... Oh, you know what? The batteries get loose in this thing sometimes. Hold on. We'll do it live, right? You only give it a little bit of a shaky shake. Still... Go. What we're seeing here is the fun of old analog electronics. It's glitching out. It'll do that sometimes. If the batteries are like half making a good connection, it'll just do random, circuit bending analog glitch kind of stuff like that. And it's, I feel bad seeing it, but it's kind of interesting to watch. Oh, it's like dried up battery cover foam. It's barely there. It's not shedding anymore. Whatever was going to shed off there is already done so. That's probably why the batteries are loose in there, honestly. All right. We'll try to be gentle with them. Okay. Yep. We're off to a good start. Medic. Now, if you rotate them a little bit. Come on, you. There's our boy. There was our boy. No, we got this. We're doing this live and we're doing this without edits because we're not here to point and laugh at the old technology. We're here to look at it and see how far we've come. And by the way, this thing was $50 when it was brand new. And that was back then money. So now it's probably more than double that. I'm sorry, Gary. We're almost 10 minutes in and we've barely shown any gameplay, but honestly, there's more to talk about than to see gameplay-wise, you know what I mean? And yes, these are brand new bats. How about we just do a little... Ooh. Oh, it's a little piece of tinfoil. I didn't notice he did that. Okay. That must have been one way it needed to be made to work. Come on, you. He's not happy. We might have to jump cut and stick some aluminum foil in there. Just like the seller did. How? I heard you. I heard the speaker click. Yeah, old electronics. Again, I'm leaving this all in. You guys are getting the raw experience, because once I show you the gameplay for about a minute and a half, I think you'll see most of what this has to offer. And again, that's not a dig at it. Oh, you slippery thing. He blipped for a sec, but now he blips no more. I saw that. Wait. If we hold it sideways? Are we good? We're good. Okay. How many players? One player. Speed 3, please. And so to start, you press that once, and now the ball's in the chute. And if you hold it down, you can get one of 3 strength levels. You can get a little tap, a medium tap, or a full tap. We'll do a full tap. See how there's 2 sets of flippers on the left and right side? So you have double flippers. That's cool. I have played this long enough to know for sure that for the most part, you can kind of control where the ball's going, or at least you can kind of pretend you can. But again, I can't stress it enough. This was 1979. Oh, I got it in the bonus hole. Oh, but I lost the ball. Dang it. All right, come on. Let's do a little tap. Ready? Boop. Little tap. Oh, not enough. That's cute. They even programmed in like a not enough. Okay. You little... It's just like the real thing. The box was right. I'm afraid of getting a tilt. That's why I'm barely... I'd be hitting the flippers a lot more. Watch. I'll show you how easy it is to get a tilt. Ready? Oh, it's got to come down first. All right. What, now you won't do it? There it goes, tilt. And the flippers are disabled. That is way easier to trigger on accident than it is on purpose. No, I don't know why. Someone get Gary on the horn. Oh, if I catch it right when it comes out. Oh, it randomly chooses left or right. Oh, now it's showing all the players' scores, but there are only 3. There's only 1 player, so let's see. Oh, that's the quieter option. Okay, let's do. Why are you beeping? Still, stop it. Okay. 1 player. Yep. Speed. Let's see what speed 1 looks like. I thought speed 3 was actually kind of slow. Oh, all right. Speed 1, here we go. Huh. I actually feel like I can better process what's going on. You know, because there's only so many little red lights, you know? Hey, is our kicker lit? I don't think I've ever seen the kicker lit down there before. Is that because we're playing on, like, easy speed? It would have been cool if this was like the Microvision where we found somebody handwriting their old high scores or something. I think the score multiplier is something, you add like 10,000 to it, so like 20, what's that say, 38 is 38,000. Come on, you. We're going to max this out at 999, obviously. We're doing this for Gary. Go near a flipper, dang it. Now, if I could hit that lit door here, I can unlock it. Now, see? It always goes in the kicker, and I feel like it is very hard to get it not in there. Good English, buddy. I'm afraid to stop holding it at this angle because of the batteries. But if I hold it straight vertical, I won't get the whole thing in frame anyway. So if I do it crooked, at least it's in frame. I'm not getting, like, I'm getting it in that cave, but I'm not getting the door. Up, down the kicker. Is that 5? This is our last ball. I'm like laser focused now. Sorry guys, I'm laser focused. You just keep watching the video, all right? And I'll be back giving you full attention in like a minute or so. I don't know. How have I not tilted it yet? Nope, there it goes. Alright. What was our final score? Player 3 was 0, player 4 was 0, player 1, 105. Hey, we broke 100K. You know what? I think that's the first time I broke 100K. Okay, you don't have to keep beeping. It's okay. You can go to sleep now. Oh yeah, I didn't do like a good size comparison because I do have pretty big hands, and this is a chunky beast. You saw with the 6 AA batteries in it. I couldn't think of anything really good for a size comparison. Here's a Super Nintendo controller. Obviously, the pinball is way thicker, but sorry, just sit on Gary's signature there. I don't know. I try to give an idea of the size. It's hard to do three-dimensional stuff in this YouTube box that we're stuck in here. But yeah, that be the Parker Brothers Wildfire handheld pinball game. For 1979, I imagine there were probably a couple people that were blown away from this thing. Just knowing the time period, and again, just knowing that there were almost no other video games on the market yet to reference to, the classics that we take for granted nowadays, all the ones that came out in the 80s, this beat all of them. And it was portable. Well, you could even plug it in if you wanted to. I don't know how much pinball you want to play. If only there was an option to change the tilt rules. And I think this would be like, I think I would like legitimately sit on the couch for like an hour and play this if it was a little more tolerant in that regard. But yeah, that is Wildfire, complete with giant styrofoam block, signed by Garry Kitchen. I wonder if he's gonna end up watching this. I don't know. Anyway, I will catch you guys next time. See ya.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Huge shout out to the people listed here. These are the Patreon supporters that allow me to keep doing what I do on YouTube. Wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. There's a Discord server in the description if you want to join there. And on Twitch, I stream every week on Tuesday. Come hang out with us.